we've worked together for a few years now, Richard. And thinking back to when we first met, you were discussing biostimulants and what they could do for agriculture. And we're now at a point where we're selling biostimulants quite widely. So if I was to ask you what was the point of Maxstim, what would be your answer to that?
No, that's a really good question, and I think I definitely saw an opportunity to fundamentally help farmers and growers. It was exciting to see how such a dramatic effect could be manifest in plants with biostimulants, but there has to be a need and a sustainability aspect of the project, otherwise it's not going to be adopted. And one of the biggest drivers is a commercial one. It's fundamentally important for the take-up of the use of biostimulants as an alternative to current practices. And it's all about money. Farmers and growers need to see financial gain, otherwise the driver for the adoption of the use of biostimulants just won't happen. There are all sorts of other side issues that obviously we can affect food supply. We can ameliorate some of the worse effects of climate change, etc. But none of that will be taken up quickly unless there's a financial gain. And everything we do, everything that that drives the design and development of products is really to see that benefit at the end. And we say this right from the start with farmers. The only way they're going to find out if it works, if Maxstim works for them, is to set up a substantial trial that categorically demonstrates that the product has a positive effect for their crop, and therefore they see an economic gain.
Yeah, well, what is interesting is years ago when I first started working biostimulants, you only really saw positive, obvious effects in crops that were seriously underperforming. You could see the benefit. Nowadays we're seeing benefits that are obvious, even in crops that are quite healthy. I think that really is a testament to the way we have been developing effective biostimulants over the past number of years.
Yeah, that's another interesting point. I've spoken to a number of other people involved in biostimulants over the years, and one of the striking effects and differences with Maxstim than some of the other products I've come across is that there's such an obvious visual effect. And if you can see something has changed, then there's proof positive it has. A lot of the previous work done by a whole range of organisations and individuals has demonstrated a positive impact after the data has been studied and a statistical difference demonstrated. But it's difficult to tell a treated crop from an untreated crop. Where we have an advantage is that you can look at the crop and see the difference. Now, we know that the human eye isn't particularly good at picking out differences in crops, and so if you can see one, then you're already looking at 10 or 20% difference. And for the farmer and grower to see that difference, it gives them a huge amount of confidence that they're doing the right thing.
And hopefully see an impact on the bottom line at the end of the
It's
season.
more likely, definitely.